Goa is a popular tourist destination. Being one of India's smallest states, sadly is one of the worst affected states in the country at the moment. Having more than 15 lakh positive cases of COVID and thousands dying, the situation is definitely not a pleasant one. Moreover, the health of our beautiful state is deteriorating to COVID 19, and there are various reasons for that. Some of them being improper usage of facilities at hand, improper guidance, lack of awareness, blind beliefs in various myths, misinformation, and failing to recognize the importance of the situation at hand.
New South Goa District Hospital was commissioned last year, September 19th, and so far we have had approximately 4,800 patients admitted here. Around 3,000 of these have been in this present second wave in the last 2 months of April and May. Unfortunately, we have had around 560 deaths of these 3,200 patients. So that is a rather high percentage. And we've also realized and found out by the statistics that none of these patients have been vaccinated. So it's a plea that I make to all of you viewers, that you must get yourself vaccinated. All vulnerable populations, people 45 plus, the vaccination drive started in March. We really need you to come forward and get yourself vaccinated. New categories have been opened: lactating mothers, parents of children under 5, Divyangs, auto rickshaw drivers, motorcycle pilots. These are the special categories being announced by the government. Do come forward, get yourself vaccinated. Vaccination at present is the only option we have against COVID-19. It's very important to understand that in COVID-19, the whole world is suffering from this pandemic. The only way forward is testing, isolation, and vaccination. We must enforce this in our small state of Goa. We have a good chance, a small population. We have education on our side. We've got a very good infrastructure. We should try as Goans and as responsible citizens to do all of the above.
Our message is to vaccinate, vaccinate and vaccinate. But people do have a few questions and worries, and one of them is, why has suddenly the government changed this to a gap to 12 to 16 weeks? The reason is, this is a new vaccine, it has had a short history, and as evidence comes in, we now realize that there is, bigger the gap, the better is the antibody response. The other thing they are worried about is, will I get COVID at the vaccination center? As you know, all vaccination centers are now separate from hospitals, so there's no mixing of patients. Besides, we have good, well-ventilated areas. We practice good COVID-appropriate behaviors, and we have safe injection practices. We also have very good cold chain equipment, and which keeps the vaccine safe for as long as 72 hours without electricity, and therefore the cyclone did not affect us at all. We also have on site a doctor who's there to answer questions of people who are worried about the drugs that they're taking and the possible reactions and interactions. And the message is that you must take the vaccine. Whatever drugs you are taking, you should continue taking them. And there are very few things like blood thinners which need to be adjusted, and still you can take the vaccine.
If people are apprehensive about the reaction following the vaccination, we have the best setup here. After she takes the first dose, we are going to monitor for half an hour. Basically, usually the reaction following the vaccination is within the half an hour. So far, we have got maybe fainting attacks by the younger generation. So we have a ventilator, defibrillator, we have a crash cart with all the emergency treatment. For handicapped patients as well as patients with mobility issues, we have a wheelchair, we have a ramp, we can take the patient to the vaccination site and vaccinate. As well as our nurses come to the vehicle and they administer the vaccine. So please don't worry, trust us and come and take the gel.
Yes, absolutely correct. It is safe enough because the regulatory bodies and all the concerned people have taken immediate measures and strict measures to see that it has gone into phase 1, phase 2 and phase 3 trials, and after studying the adverse effects and the efficacy and the safety of this vaccine, they have approved for this use of this vaccine. See, it is advisable not to drink alcohol at all. But in regards to the vaccination, there have been no studies done in regards to whether this alcohol causes any harm or whether it decreases the effectiveness of the vaccine. So I would really suggest that each one of you not to drink alcohol before taking the vaccine and after taking the vaccine. When a lot of people have been vaccinated, it creates a herd immunity. This means that if our community has been vaccinated, there are less chances for a non-vaccinated person to get an infection from an infection person. So this creates, the more the probability of persons are vaccinated, the lesser is the probability the person will get infection.
By watching this video, we hope that you can enlighten the minds of other people around you and save many more lives. Please do share this video as much as possible and help it reach the ones who are confused and still unsure about this COVID-19 situation.
फूड बॉय करा पुढे यात आणि वॅक्सिन घ्या.